Okay, what I want to show you now is the operation of the pellet stove. The hopper where you add your pellets is in the back. It'll hold from empty, it'll hold a little more than one full 40-pound bag. When you operate with these pellets, they're really powdery. So about every 3 bags, 4 bags, in that range. There's no real science to it. Let it run out of pellets and vacuum the pellet, the dust out of the bottom of it. Then refill it. Then when starting it up, you hit the power button with it plugged into here, and you hit the auger button, and the auger button bypasses the automatic auger that goes every so many seconds. Turn the power on, hit the auger button, and you will auger pellets into the fire pot inside, because the fire won't stay running if you don't have pellets in the auger system. So the auger button lets you bypass all that, and it lets you feed pellets to the box. So you do that. So to start it up, this cleans all the fly ash off these tubes inside, which are your heat tubes. You do this once a day. That makes all the fly ash, which you'll see here. And fly ash is all this real fine black soot. So every time you do that, see all the stuff falls down in there? You're cleaning these little heat tubes, and it makes your heat transfer a lot more efficient. So what I usually do is I start with this basically empty. I take a handful of pellets, put it in there. There's a lot of different computer switches and things in this. It has one for atmospheric pressure. If the door's open, it automatically shuts off. It won't run. It has a heat switch in here. So a lot of times I'll just take the heat and I'll just run some heat with the torch, since I haven't had it running in a while. If the stove's warm, you don't need to do this. But for like an original startup, like right now with it being cold, put a little bit of heat in here just to give it some heat. And then I like to use the torch, and I just get the pellets going. I just try to get the pellets going good. They make different fire starters. We don't have to use a torch. You can buy a little piece of pine pitch for wood stoves. You can put it in there, put pellets over it, start it, and then just close the door. A lot of times I just have never spent the money on it. I've had a torch, so I just get them going. I turn the power on, and I close the door. And then once it reaches, this will flash, meaning that it's still cold. Well, it's flashing, I'm sorry. When this is up to temp and it's working the way it should, this will be all solid color. So when you see a green light, that means it's going on. So every time you see the green light on the auger, it's augering pellets in. This just means it's in a warm-up mode. With heat pellets, this is the heat level, which changes this level here. I never run it past 2 with wood pellets. If you go, your coat's going to burn back up. If you run it much past 2, the wood pellets come in faster than they can actually burn, and then it just snuffs the stove out. So I usually run it on heat level 1 or 2.